We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And this is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
No, check, Patriot!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go!
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
They run. It's Johnson. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now a play fake here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue
90. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry.
Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here we go.
They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A give to Bell. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
But it's brought in by Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. The give is to Bell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
James has got it. Complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Nifty move. Oh, now he bowls him over. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Bell. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
Switch. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Over.
Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
Rudolph looking to throw. Flushed out right. That will be caught by James. The big tight end has a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throw left side complete. It's Hampton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Johnson, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Ohio! Ohio!
They're going to look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw now on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Hurry up, here we go!
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Bell. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. Here's Rudolph now on second down. He's going to go for a big play down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Underneath for Johnson. And I think the ball's out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 44 yards.
Flex round!
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Rudolph. He sets to fire deep, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Now it's Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Pushing his way through. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Bell. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. Second and goal.
Ohio! Ohio!
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cleveland, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.